Welcome to the Trinity University Pathways Degree Audit System, otherwise known as u.achieve. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to produce degree audits for students under the Pathways curriculum. Degree audits are used to assist advisors and students by showing progress toward degree completion. They show how credits earned, applied toward the degree, and what's left to complete the degree. A degree audit can also be used in what-if mode to show where the student would stand when selecting a different major. The Pathways system that we'll be demoing today is used to generate degree audits for students under the Pathways curriculum, which began in fall 2015. So in general, students who started in fall 2015 or later are subject to the requirements of Pathways, but students who began in 2014 or earlier are under the common curriculum. Now there's two ways to launch the Pathways system. First, you can go straight to pathways.trinity.edu to go to the login screen. You can also get there from the Tiger Paws main menu. And notice we have a link here, Pathways Catalog 2015-16 or later will take you to the Pathways system. Students who are under the common curriculum will still need to have their degree audits run through Tiger Paws, and you would do that by clicking on this link right here. So we'll go over and show you what it looks like. We'll log in, and notice that you'll have an icon here for students. When you click on this, your screen as an academic advisor will be pre-populated with your active advisees who are under the Pathways curriculum. Your students under the common curriculum will not be listed here. However, you would be able to type in a last name and first name, for example, and pull up a student under the common curriculum if you decided you wanted to run a what-if scenario on one of those students. So to run the audit, you click to the left here, and then notice that you have the student's existing program showing up here in catalog year. BA Undecided stands for the general education or pathways requirements. And then you click on Run Declared Programs to run your audit. Simple as that. It's going to take just a few seconds, and it will come back with a list of audits that have actually been run for this student at this point in time. Now notice in the first time you run an audit for a student, you will only have one row across the top here. You can delete any previously run audits if you'd like, or you can keep them for future reference. To see the audit itself, you click under View Audit. And notice you have some information here that comes back with the actual audit itself. By hovering over these different elements, you can see different detailed information for the student, and you have different color-coded statuses for the requirements. Notice here all of the requirements are listed with the major, and then any minors that the student might have will eventually show up here at the bottom. Now what we've done is collapse by default each of these different requirement areas, but you can expand them all at once by clicking Open All Sections, or you can view them one at a time. So clicking on the institutional requirements as an example will come back and show you where the student is toward the requirements for a graduation from Trinity, 124 hours, 62 hours in residence, etc. Here you notice that the student has completed the first year experience. Student has some unfulfilled requirements and requirements that are in progress. Now when a particular requirement shows up as in progress, what that means is that the student is currently enrolled in the last remaining course that will fulfill that particular requirement. Up until that point in time, the requirements will show as unfulfilled. So here we are checking, for example, for the 7 out of 8 rule. This is our breadth requirement that states a student must have at least 7 different disciplines represented in the 8 courses that are used for approaches to creation analysis and the interdisciplinary cluster. The actual courses that apply to those areas are showing up here. Notice that you have a hot link to the Pathways curriculum. That's a listing in the class schedule that would show you all the different courses that satisfy these requirements. And then, if a student has taken a course that applies toward an interdisciplinary cluster, that cluster will show up here. And multiple clusters may appear until the student completes one of them. And then the one that's completed will remain, and all the others will be removed from the audit. Notice you have the core capacities next. Each of those areas are listed here, and so on and so forth. Down at the bottom we have a legend that shows you what the different codes stand for. And it's as simple as that for running an audit. Now there are some more features that I'll show you now. You can also see the student's course history. This will show you by semester how many hours the student has completed. Over on the left-hand side of this chart is the total hours. Over here is the student's GPA on that particular semester. Now further detail is found below here. You'll see that all of the different courses that the student has taken are showing up here with the grades, and you can sort by grade, by term, if you'd like. Any other majors or minors that the student might have would show up here under this tab. A few other things. Under comments, the advisor has the option to add a comment that they might want to display for themselves. Now notice that the comments can be kept private. They are private by default so that no one else can see the comments but the advisor who entered them. Later on, should an advisor change, only the issuing advisor who put the comments in would be able to see those. Now to get back, if you click here on Audit, you have an option to request a new audit or manage those that are existing. So let's go to Manage Existing, and you'll see it takes you back to this screen. I also want to draw your attention to the different format options here. Notice that we've been looking at HTML audits, but you can also produce a PDF audit if you'd like. I'll show you how to do that now. If you click on Run Audit, and here under Advanced Settings, you would click to view available options. Under here, we'll click Format PDF, and then we'll run the program. So now the most recently run audit shows up on the top row, and you click here to view the audit. I should mention that you always want to make sure that you're working with a fresh audit, because this system does run in real time against the colleague database, so that any changes to grades or courses would appear only on your most recently run audit. So here's your PDF version. You can download the audit if you'd like. And there's also a printer friendly option. So now let's go back and show you just another couple of important things. If you wanted to do a what-if scenario, you would click here on Select a Different Program, and from here you can drop down and see the various different degrees and majors. Now, I should mention that this is a work in progress. I'm working out of our test system right now, and we're adding new majors, and eventually we'll add new minors as time goes by. But to run a test scenario, you would click the degree that you're interested in, pick a catalog year, come down here and click Run Different Program, and you would see the results there. To go back to the other one that is currently on the student's record, you click there. So you can alternate between these two this way. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this demo and that you'll be able to make use of it. And we welcome any comments, suggestions, or feedback you may have. Thank you very much.